Greetings, 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 royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. Boy, I tell you, this trio here, it's never ending, right? So in case you haven't heard, a judge banned little teeny Fizzle Pop from being near Apryl Jones, is that her name? Apryl and Omarion's kids. I don't even know if that's her last name, Apryl Jones. Anywho, on the last season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you guys remember Apryl Jones is Omarion's baby mother. She confirmed that she was in a relationship with Teeny Fizzle Pop, who is a former B2K member, right? Remember all that scandal? Well, earlier this year, Omarion took Fizz and Apryl to court and asked a judge to keep Fizz away from his children. This is wild. So the details of the court rulings are sealed. That's to protect the privacy of all the parties involved. But according to Fizz's baby mama, Miss Monique Slaughter, okay, the judge heard all the evidence and then agreed with Omarion, and he banned Fizz from being near Apryl and Omarion's children. So what exactly is it in Fizz's past or in his recent behaviors that's so bad that a judge has to ban him from being near these children? Monique didn't say specifically, okay? But in her interview, she suggested that Fizz may have some involvement with selling drugs, allegedly, and she alluded to some abuse in their past, allegedly. So she was on her IG, and I have the audio. Like to hear it?
And on top of that, I knew that they were going to have to split because there was a petition or motion filed that my BD not be around his kids. And they needed certain information from me to make sure that he was not able to be around Apryl's children. And initially I had told them, no, I'm not a rat. I'm not, like, I don't like the nigga, but at the end of the day, like, I don't want to be dragged into this, especially to protect somebody else's kids. And when he gets upset and he gets mad, what's going to happen to me and my son? Like, what does that mean for friend? But you want to leave me and my son just to fend for ourselves. And I was gearing up to go to court. So I made my own little deal.
Now, please be advised, that is not my internet chopping up, okay? I got the Beyonce Deluxe internet plan. So this is her IG Live chipping in and out. I just want to put that out there. I'm going to continue.
With the other side. And at that point, I thought to myself, like, if the roles were reversed, would he do the same for me?
No.
If the roles were reversed and, like, would he just mind his business and, no, I'm not throwing my BM under the bus? No, he wouldn't. He absolutely would not. So I said, fuck it. And so when we got to the reunion, I was like, yeah, all right. And then when it was very interesting because when I saw Omari's interview on, is that everybody assumes that nothing is being done. I already knew what was being done. I already knew about the motion. I already knew that the judge had ruled in O's favor and Drew was not to be around his children. I already knew all of that. So, at the end of the day, I don't know anything outside of what involved me and my son. Outside of that, and making sure that if I gave up the I went back to minding my business. But that whole scenario was very interesting because they had been on each other since 2017. I had never said a word, and I knew. I knew. And we have so many mutual friends, and I would skip certain events because people would hit me and be like, oh, they're here. And it was really weird. He was holding her bags. He bought her Louis Vuitton for her birthday. They've been vacationing. I'm like, and I care but because he likes to call me a stalker or obsessed or crazy, I didn't want, and I knew the season was starting, I didn't want to put myself in a position to where me going somewhere that I'm invited to is going to be turned into I popped up to wreak havoc in his life, to show up to these events, show up to these birthday dinners, and knowing I had the right to be there, and then for us to start the season and for them to say, oh, you were popping up because you're jealous. So,
all right, that's enough of that. And like I said, that audio is Moniece's live. I have the Beyonce Internet Deluxe package, so it wasn't me on my end. So basically, she is saying at first, when Omarion was going to be taking Apryl and Fizz to court so that there can be an order in place for Fizzle Pop to stay away from Omarion's kids, they needed information. And at first, Moniece said, you know what? Nope, I'm going to mind my business. I'm staying out of it. But then she thought, if the roles were reversed, would Fizzle Pop do the same for her? And she said, no, he wouldn't. So she said, forget that. She gave him whatever information, the courts or Omarion, whatever they needed, and she took her hands off it. So she said that she knew that Fizz and Apryl were seeing each other way before it was revealed on the show or revealed in the public, in the blogs. So do you think Moniece is just trying to clear her name? Do you think that she's jealous? Do you think that she still wants Fizz? I mean, I don't even think Fizz and Apryl are still dating, but recently the judge ordered Fizz to stay the heck away from O's kids. I'm not mad at Omarion. Apparently, there are things that he knows, I'm sure, and Moniece as well, that we may not be privy to. But I don't think that Moniece is obsessed with Fizz. I think that she is tired of people not hearing her and not understanding where she is coming from. And I get all that. I just wish that Moniece would stop explaining herself as it pertains to Teeny Fizzle Pop. I'm sure she's asked, but when you're asked, girl, talk about your music. Aren't you supposed to be recording music? Talk about something else. You know, those of us who believe you, we believe you, girl, you know, as long as you know the truth. But I get it. You know, she feels attacked a lot of the times, and she's like called a bad mother, and I don't know, maybe she is, but to me, she comes across as someone who is trying to kind of like negate all of these negative titles or things that are said about her. So let me know what you think. Do you think that Omarion is being petty by not wanting Fizz around his children, or do you think that he is doing the right thing? Do you think he is well within his rights to not want Fizz around his children? They are his kids, right? So drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Keep all comments respectful as usual. And those of you who keep the comment section respectful, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. All right, I'm signing off, Royal Family. I'll be back soon. Until next time, peace.